Hey guys, Delta here, and it's been a while since I sat down and just did a commentary. If you don't know what this is The Last of Us. I've been posting a lot of this, both my Let's Play, which I'm not really sure I'm continuing at this point because the views are down, and of course I've just been uploading raw gameplay of this game, which hopefully you've been enjoying. They've been getting solid views. I'm not sure how it is to watch. I know it's a lot of fun to play. It's really intense to play, and I'm not sure that comes across in the gameplay, but hopefully it does. And I finally decided to sit down and talk over one of these, mostly because this was really a perfect length for a commentary. And as the title and the thumbnail gave away, I'm going to be talking about my first Airsoft games today, my first day out playing Airsoft. One of my friends, he works at an Airsoft store. He's been playing for 5 or 6 years now, and he got me an interview there, and I'm going to be making YouTube videos for them. And they wanted me to start playing, so I knew what I was talking about. I've, been wanting to start playing for a little while now, so just this weekend I went out and I played pretty much all day. We played 6 different games, and it was absolutely insane. It was some of the most fun I've had in a long time. Now, I had a pretty basic setup because I had to rent stuff. I was wearing just a t-shirt and jeans, and then I had a vest, just a standard M4, one mag, though I had lots of BBs, so I had plenty of ammo, and I didn't have to top off my mag all that often, because I didn't shoot a whole lot. I didn't waste BBs too much, until the end, and then I just started shooting in the air. So the first game we played was an ambush. They had a team of mostly experienced players go in about 15 minutes ahead of us and set up in the area we played, this forest. And then the rest of us went in. And within seconds of walking into this forest with my friend as the squad leader, I'm thinking, oh my god, this is like frickin' Nam. I was terrified. Like, there's an ambush here. We know they're here, but we don't know when they're gonna hit us. That was my first Airsoft game ever. That is terrifying. It was about 10 minutes of, slowly, quietly moving through the forest. The point of this game was we had a VIP and we had to get him to a certain area without him dying. And if you died, you have your one life. That's it. You're over. So we're doing well. Things are quiet. It's kind of unnerving. And then we get up to this T crossroads area, and we're not far from the objective now. And we send one guy up to take a look over this little ridge, and he just gets mowed down. Which tactically was not a smart move by the other team. They should have waited for a few of us to come up there and then open fire. But they opened fire right away at this one guy. He goes down. The rest of us freaking out. My buddy David, he was the squad leader. He's yelling, "Get down! Get the down!" I immediately all I can think of is I just dive into the tall grass on one side of the road. And I just lay there. And I couldn't see anything. My goggles were fogging up, and I just couldn't see where anyone was. They were pretty dug in and in cover. And it was just insanity. We ended up losing. The VIP got shot, but I didn't die, so that's something. The next game was a capture and hold game where we weren't actually going to the main area that we had to hold. We were stopping the enemy team from getting there. And that was interesting. It was really quiet for 10-15 minutes, and then the final 5 minutes of the game, all hell broke loose. There was fire coming from all directions. We were firing back. Probably the scariest moment was when a bunch of us were looking up over our cover in this tire fort. And, we knew they were off in the woods, and we had this huge clearing in front of us. And we knew they were in the woods on the other side of that clearing, but they weren't coming out. And within 5 seconds of me ducking back down below cover to lean up against it, a volley of fucking fire comes over my head. That freaked me out. Then, after that, we played 2 deathmatch games. Team deathmatch, obviously. The first one, I didn't do so well. We got pinned down, or my squad got pinned down. I got killed. And then I came out for my second life, and I TK'd another guy by accident, and then I was done for the game. The second game, however, that was fun. My squad, we came running along the left side, and the enemy team had no idea that we were there. And we sneak through. We're in the wooded area. This is the same clearing that I was talking about earlier in front of the tire fort. And they're fighting over control, trying to get control of the tire fort. My squad comes around the side through the woods, and we all get into position. And all at once, about 45 seconds into this game, we opened fire and cut the other team in half. They were losing their minds. They had no clue what was going on. That was when I got my first kill, which was awesome. Well, my first kill that wasn't shooting a teammate. But that was when I got my first kill, and that was really cool. That was just exhilarating, and then I got a little careless, and I ran out in the open and got mowed down by a spray of BBs. And I went back to the spawn, and I came out, and I stayed alive pretty much to the end of the game, and then I ran out of ammo, and I got shot from behind. So that was the second deathmatch game, but I got my first kill, which was a lot of fun. It was really awesome. And then we had attack and defend. We finished the day off with attack and defend. It was the same tire fort that's been the center of a lot of this. One team is in there defending, the other team attacks. What you will quickly learn if you go and play Airsoft and you're doing your first attack and defend game, if you are defending, you are royally screwed. It's not a matter of will you win or not. It's just a matter of how long you will hold out. So the first game we were attacking, which was really fun, myself, David, and another guy, we walked a full circle around this tire fort and came up behind them through the woods, and their team was so preoccupied with us. Oh, actually, we were pinned down with fire, but so the two other guys who are better than me at this game, they've been playing longer, they've been playing Airsoft longer, they couldn't lean out to shoot, so I decided to just make a sprint for another tree because it gave me a better vantage point, and I figured it would draw their fire. About 5 people started firing at me, which was scary. I moved quick, and I got there, and I got into cover, and my buddies were able to get out and start firing, and then I was able to get out and start firing, and they became so preoccupied with the 3 of us in the back that the rest of our team was able to pretty much walk in the front door and kill them all, and we just saw this line of like 10, 15 guys walking out because they were all dead, and it was hilarious, and we just demolished. And then, of course, the second attack and defend game, we were defending, and that was no fun. Basically, everyone was lying prone behind cover in this fort, and they were coming from all angles, surrounding us. They had more people on their team, and they're just firing in, BBs pelting. A few guys go down, and then the worst part of all, they start throwing the smoke grenades. I had one of these things land on my lap. You know, I knew smoke grenades sucked. I didn't know they sucked as much as they actually do. You can't breathe, you can't see. My shoe was stained orange because I was trying to kick it away and find it to throw it away. It was just, it was bad. And I held out almost to the end. I think there was about 5 minutes left that we had to hold out before I got killed. I returned some fire. I think I sprayed one guy down. But eventually I got shot in the shoulder, and that was it. We lost. We got our asses kicked. But overall, it was a lot of fun. The gameplay is ending on me now. I'll just put some pictures from the day on the screen as I keep talking. But that was basically it. Those were my first 6 games of Airsoft ever. It's basically IRL Call of Duty, but with more tactics. So maybe IRL Battlefield. I don't know. It's so much fun. It's nowhere near as expensive as paintball. I mean, the gear's pretty pricey, but to just rent and go out and play, it's nowhere near as expensive. BBs are you get 2,000 of them for $20. And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's hard to go back and play a first-person shooter after I've basically gone out and lived it. And I definitely need to save up some money to buy my own gear and get set up. So yeah. If you're a big shooter fan, I definitely recommend you go out and try playing at least once. It's a lot of fun. You might hate it the first time. Oh, excuse me. You might hate it the first time, but it's really fun. It's intense. It's crazy, and it really is. It's like all these video games we play, but actually happening. Some people say, "Oh no, that's the military. Go to war," but you don't actually die in Airsoft. So that's kind of a big plus. But anyways, it was a lot of fun. And that was pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, at Delta Canuckian, link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next